when we look at the movie, because you start with the characters, and from their perspective, they're not villains, and so we really never thought of it that way. And we're, you know what I mean? In order to be like sort of an honest and true to the characters and what they're going through, from their perspective, they've done bad things, or maybe they're not exactly where they thought they would be, or they feel like they've fallen off in some way. But it's less about villainy and good and evil, and more about challenges and finding people and loneliness and the kind of more personal sides of where these characters are at.
Yeah, that's exactly it. Man and the Wasp, like, I never felt like the character Ava left being a villain. She was a girl who was doing desperate things to survive with an infliction that wasn't her fault and someone else's. So she kind of did what anyone would do, but in this movie, she's a woman in control of her power, and that's a very different and scarier, actually. I think, watch out where she starts in this movie, for sure. I think what's going to be really exciting for the fans to watch with Thunderbolts is actually everyone's ability. And because, I mean, look, you've seen us all in our movies and you know what we can do, but I think the fun thing is us and our abilities when we're together.
I think for me and for our incredible writers, it was like, how do we make it about, you know, it starts with the story about Yelena and what she's going through, and honestly, like, does she want to do any of this anymore in a way that feels very personal and very different from, like I said, just a sense of villainy or doing good or justice? Like, those aren't really values that we talked about a ton in the film. It was much more those personal values of how to overcome being in a dark place. And I think, you know, it may sound simple, but the greatest way to do that is through connection. And whoever you find that connection with, even if, you know, the rest of the world views them as villains or evil or whatever it is, that's not the sort of lens that we looked at this movie through, and I hope that feels different when people watch it.
Well, people who are human and they're complex. Let's make movies about that, which is what we've done.
You know, there's something, I've dealt in my life a lot with mental illness, and there's something about, you know, insanity and madness that is explored in this movie with superheroes in a really unique way. So, you know, you're trying to figure it out with heroes. You're villains, or you're this, or you're that. And I think that what we're doing is the third thing. And I'm excited, you know, to not be able to tell you exactly what that is, but that when you go see it, you know, I mean, Julie has a great line, which says there are good guys, there are bad guys, and then there are even worse guys. And I feel like it's that turn of phrase that is really applies to us, and I can't wait for you to see your reaction of what that actually means.
And I think this is a nice, different introduction for my character, and again, I feel like he's in the right group, and like, you'll see in the film how the dynamics play off each other, but we're in a good spot for sure.
I think that he gets to be U.S. agent, so he gets to be kind of more of his own person, and you know, what comes with that? What are the struggles that come with that, and what does he hold on to, or what does he not hold on to, or what does he kill, or who does he not kill? It's like, you know, the fun of being like U.S. agent now, being his own person. That was fun to do and not have to like carry some mantle that I never wanted to carry anyway.
We are the guys behind the guys. And we're the real guys. Yeah. Whereas there's a lot of guys, but these are the guys.